Once upon a time, there was a little girl named Sarah. She loved animals and always wanted to be around them. One day, she heard about a magical land where all the animals lived together in peace. Sarah was so excited that she packed her bags and set off on a journey to find this magical land. After walking for hours, she finally stumbled upon a beautiful place. There were all sorts of animals: lions, tigers, elephants, giraffes and many more. Sarah was amazed by the kindness and love all the animals shared with one another. Sarah decided to stay and help the animals. She learned how to take care of them and make sure they were happy. Every day, she would go on adventures with the animals, exploring new places and discovering new things. One day, Sarah came across a sad elephant who had lost its trunk. Sarah knew how important a trunk was for an elephant, so she set out to find a way to help. She tried many different things, but nothing seemed to work. Just as she was about to give up, she remembered a magical flower that could grant wishes. She went on a quest to find this flower and finally, after many obstacles, she found it. Sarah wished for the elephant's trunk to be restored, and just like that, it was. From that day on, Sarah was known as the Animal Whisperer. All the animals in the magical land would come to her for help, and she would always find a way to make them happy. Years went by, and Sarah grew old. But she never forgot the magical land and all the friends she made there. She passed down her love and knowledge of animals to her children and grandchildren, so that they could continue to take care of the animals and keep the magic alive. And that is the story of Sarah, the Animal Whisperer. Here are 30 questions and answers based on the story. What was the name of the main character in the story? The name of the main character was Max. Where did Max live? Max lived in a small village. What was Max's favorite activity? Max's favorite activity was playing with his friends. What did Max's friends like to do? Max's friends liked to play hide and seek and other games. Why did Max want to visit the city? Max wanted to visit the city to see the big, beautiful buildings and all the people. What did Max bring with him on his trip to the city? Max brought a bag of food and a map. What happened when Max got lost in the city? Max got lost in the city and couldn't find his way back to the bus stop. Who did Max ask for help? Max asked a police officer for help. What did the police officer do? The police officer helped Max find the bus stop and get back on the bus to return home. Was Max happy when he got back home? Yes, Max was very happy when he got back home. What did Max's friends say when he returned? Max's friends were happy to see him and asked him about his adventure in the city. What did Max tell his friends about his trip? Max told his friends about the big buildings and all the people in the city, and how he got lost but was helped by a kind police officer. Did Max's friends believe him? Yes, Max's friends believed him and were impressed by his adventure. What did Max learn from his trip? Max learned that even though the city was big and exciting, it was also important to be careful and ask for help if you need it. Did Max ever want to visit the city again? Yes, Max still wanted to visit the city again, but next time he would make sure to be more careful and not get lost. Did Max's friends want to go with him the next time he visited the city? Yes, Max's friends wanted to go with him the next time he visited the city so they could have their own adventures. What did Max's parents say about his trip? Max's parents were happy that he had a fun adventure, but also scolded him for getting lost and warned him to be more careful next time. What did Max promise his parents? Max promised his parents that he would be more careful and make sure not to get lost again. What was the name of the city that Max visited? The name of the city that Max visited was not specified in the story. How did Max get back home from the city? Max got back home from the city by taking the bus. Was Max scared when he got lost in the city? At first, Max was a little scared when he got lost in the city, but then he remembered to ask for help and found his way back to the bus stop. Who helped Max when he got lost in the city? A police officer helped Max when he got lost in the city. Why did Max turn into a superhero? A. Max turned into a superhero because he ate a special cookie that gave him superpowers. What was the name of the cookie Max ate? A. The name of the cookie Max ate was the superpower cookie. What were Max's superpowers? A. Max's superpowers were super strength, super speed, and the ability to fly. Who helped Max learn how to use his superpowers? A. Max's friend, Lily, helped him learn how to use his superpowers. How did Max use his superpowers to help others? A. Max used his superpowers to help others by saving people from danger and helping those in need. What did Max do when the mean clown tried to steal all the toys? A. Max used his superpowers to stop the mean clown from stealing all the toys and save the day. What did Max do after he saved the day? A. After he saved the day, Max went back to being a regular kid and played with his friends. Was Max still a superhero at the end of the story? A. No, Max was no longer a superhero at the end of the story. He returned to being a regular kid after using his superpowers to help others.